and welcome to Beyond the Pixel. Shadow of Colossus is finally here. It's finally new. It's 4K. It looks amazing. And should you buy it? We'll talk about it now. Also, Dr Dissrespect said some racist comments, but we're going to talk about streaming culture in general, and because we're not a bunch of gossiping teenage girls in a bathroom. So find out now on Beyond the Pixel. Oh, why did my intro work? That blows. My intro is not working. Oh well. If this is your first time here on Beyond the Pixel, make sure you hit the subscribe and bell notification so you know when I go live here on Beyond the Pixel. What happened to my text? We're gonna redo that lower third. Boom, subscribe. So I got my co-host here, Dismount.
What's up?
And we got Joe.
Yo, what's up?
And we're here to talk about something good. Something that's not fresh, but it looks very good, and that is Shadow of Colossus. Now, I haven't had a chance to get it yet because, you know, there's this thing called real life and bills, so I gotta wait to get paid before I get that. But it looks very fun. It looks like a well done remaster, not just an HD upscale like the PS3 version, but it's kind of funny since PS2, we've had Shadow of Colossus for each console. We had Shadow of Colossus for PS2, PS3, and now PS4. And what's also very nice is that if you own a PS4 Pro, you get HDR support, so it makes it even more beautiful. I cannot handle the amount of beautiful that is of this game. So, gentlemen, have you had a chance to look up anything about Shadow of Colossus, or play it, or even just, do you guys even know what Shadow of Colossus is?
I never played the original game. I've watched some of like the hype videos like leading up to it. It looks really good. To me, it's just another remake of a game from an older console to a newer one with better graphics. But yeah,
I played the first one actually a lot. I think I beat the first three or four bosses. I got really far into it. I just
Restart it. Should just pause it. There we go. Stream resumed. All right, repeat what you said, Joe.
I don't remember what I said.
All right. Well, Joe got 4 bosses in. Just in case you guys missed, he got 4 bosses in. He gave up and started playing Monster Hunter, and then realized that it's also very boring. So
yeah, in a very roundabout way.
more or less. I have
Monster Hunter.
So just so you all know, don't buy Monster Hunter because it's going to be very boring. That's why you don't listen to your friends who tell you to buy games. We all learned that the hard way. You know, Dismount learned it with Tekken 7. Joe learns that with every game he buys. And I learned that with Dragon Ball FighterZ. No, I'm just kidding. Dragon Ball FighterZ is fun. It's just playing online is like the worst thing ever, in my opinion. But that's for a different podcast.
You're butt kicked all day, aren't you?
No, Joe. I keep fighting people who are lagging all over the place, and the input lag is just terrible. So that's for a different story. But Shadow of Colossus is it's fun. It's looks fun. I haven't bought it, obviously, but I'm gonna buy it this weekend. And just watching a lot of reviews, watching a lot of people play it, and within the hour lunch I had, you know, the game, it looks like Shadow of Colossus. You know, I think what the important part is that, you know, they bring it to a generation of gamers who never played Shadow of Colossus, because if you think about it, Shadow of Colossus came out pre PS3, so there's a lot of people who've grown up since PS2. You know, PS2 was like early 2000s, and it's been 12, 15 years later, depending on how you look at it. So bringing it to a new generation of gamers is definitely very interesting. I'm kind of interested to see how far we take really remasters as games progress and we get new consoles, but I think consoles are going to do the phone thing and do small upgrades each year. So we're not going to see like a whole new code set where we have to port new games and all that stuff. But what do you guys think of games like Shadow of Colossus when it's completely remastered?
I really think this is the first one of its kind. Some more than just an HD upscale, it did do a lot of design changes and refinements. Like, what's another HD upscale? Like Deadpool gets HD upscale, which is very
Yeah,
small.
that's a true HD upscale.
Yeah, but it's definitely they put a lot more work into it, other than like Bulletstorm, which is just like they go through and like update their graphics. This game actually went through and put a ton of detail in, up the frame rate, all kinds of crazy stuff to it. So it's more, and it's only $40, which actually I shouldn't say that. Every HD remaster comes out as $40, doesn't it? No, Bulletstorm came out at 60.
Sometimes it's 60. It depends on how greedy the developers are, but I did not
Yeah.
realize it was only $40. That's the better reason to get it.
Yeah, HD upscales generally launch between 40 and 60. Don't buy an HD upscale version of a game that's just a cash grab. Darksiders is a popular one. Maybe that's like those are the ports from like the Xbox 60 to the PS4. They're like, oh, we redid things, and then they try to do like $60 out of you.
Right.
Again, like that sort of thing. So it's interesting. I'm glad it's on 40, but maybe that's because I'm used to just paying $40 for HD upscale games now. So I don't know. That's something I need to look into. I didn't really do that much research on what HD upscale games come out at $40 or 60. But they generally launch between that price. What about you?
Dismount.
Me?
Yes, you dismount. You, my friend.
I don't know. I feel like this could be one that would be good to do an HD upscale just because it's an older game. But you guys know how I feel about the HD upscales. Like, just don't
do it. In
don't do
Dismount's eyes.
make new games. It's like the whole movie thing. Like we had Total Recall, and they redo it, but they changed the story just a little bit, and they I feel like developers are just running out of ideas of stuff to do. So, like, why instead of making an HD remake of Shadow of Colossus, why don't they make a sequel? Why didn't they make a new storyline instead of doing an HD remake? I feel like they're like, oh, well, this would be way easier. Just like Gran Turismo, I just recently bought Gran Turismo, and they're adding these new cars and stuff. Like, oh, we're gonna add all these new cars. Well, like all the cars they've added so far have been basically remakes from Gran Turismo 6. They've basically taken the cars from Gran Turismo 6, added some more detail to it to make it fit in with Gran Turismo Sport, and threw in like, oh, these are the new cars we're going to add. Like, why would you add a 2007 version of a car that has a 2018 version of the car when the 2007 version wasn't really anything special? It's just because they're wanting to add new stuff and make it seem like it's new, but they're really not. So I just feel like they could do more with it and make it better. Even if they did that and like added maybe a few new levels or something, just to make it fresh. The one thing I can say for them is that they're not charging $60 for it; they're only charging $40 for it, which is awesome. Um, but I don't know. That's just where I stand on it.
What's the difference between Gran Turismo Sport and Gran Turismo? I thought Gran Turismo 6 just released.
Right.
Gran Turismo Sport just released. Gran Turismo 6 was for PS3. It was never on PS4. Gran Turismo Sport was the first Gran Turismo for PS4 that they've been working on. That they said was going to launch around the launch time of the PS4, like what, 7 years ago now?
Yeah, for the last 10 years.
Oh god. Yeah, it takes about 10 years to develop a game nowadays.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like they could have done something different with it. They could have made a sequel. They could have done. They could have added more levels or something, but that's just kind of like the way everything's going now, is just remaking old stuff because why not?
They ran out of ideas, but I mean, to your point, it's funny that there's only 16 Colossi in the game, but their original is going to be like 20 something Colossi, or like I think even double that amount. So they definitely could have include extra Colossi, maybe optional Colossi that are, not part of the main 16, but Colossi that you can actually fight in the game. So it's pretty disappointing that they didn't have that, in the game. But overall, they could have came out with something new, but they didn't want to. They wanted that money. They wanted that cash grab because, you know, you love Shadow of Colossus, but have it on each generation of Sony. And, you know, that's fine if you have it in a virtual store, you know, but making it, I mean, you got to make it a big release, I guess, because Shadow of Colossus was so iconic on the PS2 because it looked absolutely beautiful on PS2 compared to other PS2 games. Obviously, it looks very aged in comparison, but now that I have it remastered on PS4, completely remastered, it looks great. I mean, it looks just as good to me as The Last Guardian, which looked great, played like crap, but looked great. However, the controls for this game were a lot more superior to Last Guardian. I think they learned from The Last Guardian that, oh, you can't have crappy, clunky PS2 controls, borderline PS1 controls in a PS4 game. So I feel like that's what kept really Last Guardian from taking off. It'd be interesting if they ever remaster Ico, because Ico was HD upscaled from PS2, and I'm actually looking at a comparison between the HD upscale of you know, PS2 to PS3, and then finally a PS4 when Wanderer's on top of the Colossi. And there is a difference. There is a slight difference between PS2 and PS3, which shows you why upscales are stupid. But for PS4, there's a big difference. I mean, there's a big difference when you look at PS2 to PS4, and even PS3 to PS4. Like the textures, all of that looks completely different. It's the same models, sure, but you can tell that a lot more detail, a lot more better high quality textures because the software is more advanced that was put in. So, you know, if you have a PS4 Pro, you're definitely going to get the money, especially if you have a 4K TV, which is the only reason you'll get a PS4 Pro, in my opinion, is if you have a 4K TV / monitor. You're definitely going to take the full advantage of this game here, with, you know, the 4K and HDR. So, I mean, overall, there's really not too much to say because there's not anything different really than the game. I mean, we can go into details on the small things about the game, such as your health bar and stuff like that, slightly different coloring, but overall the game is well done. It's you know, I give it a golf clap. You know, it's a well done HD remaster. Any final thoughts?
Other ones.
Are you ready for compared to other ones? What's a good example, Joe, of a crappy HD remaster?
Crash Bandicoot.
You shut your whore mouth, Joe. You're gonna freaking bring down the Crash community on us with who's gonna come at us with Hellfire and Wampa Fruit.
Who? The fucking 42-year-olds?
Oh yeah. When I played this on PS1, this was the most advanced game out there. You didn't just go sideways; you went up and down. But
No,
yeah,
very true.
I thought Crash Bandicoot was a good remaster. It actually felt clunkier somehow than the PS1 game, because they changed his hitbox to be a pill, essentially, even a box, an actual box, or I think it was a circle. Actually, I don't know. It was one shape, it became a different shape, and that's why your jumps are messed up in Crash Bandicoot 1 than remastered than it was in just the original Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot 1 actually felt more fluent for some reason than Crash Bandicoot Remastered. But it's still a fun game that you probably could beat in one weekend if you just speed run. Actually, if you speed run it, you can beat it in like 3 hours. The whole trilogy, not just one game. In one game, you could beat it in an hour without any glitches or any of that.
No run on the rope bridge.
Always run on the rope bridge. Forget those turtles. You always run on the rope bridge. But I want to move on because Shadow of Colossus, it's great and all. We give it two thumbs up. It's definitely a must buy if you're new to the, if you're a casual gamer, because there's different modes, you know, some modes are hard, you know, each mode's harder and all that stuff, but I don't think you unlocked anything different, you know. Spoiler alert, someone does die, and it's probably the most important character of the game that actually dies, but I'll leave that open to interpretation. And
how are you gonna leave it open to interpretation?
because I said the most, no, I said the most important character died, Joe.
All right, like
that doesn't mean the main character is the most important character. I can think of one character that is the most important character.
Donald Trump.
No, get that crap out of my podcast. We don't discuss orange midgets or politics here. But, gentlemen, moving on. It's the tiny hands, man. He has tiny hands. But
It's like sausage.
Orange flavored sausage. But moving on, gentlemen, something more controversial, something that will keep you up at night, and that is Dr. Dissrespect Racist. Nah, I'm not going to talk about that. That's stupid. We're going to talk about, though, is streaming culture. It seems like streamers get a lot of flack for things, They're on the camera like how we are. Well, I'm on camera. You guys, we don't even know this is your real picture I got up here on our overlay. You guys could be completely someone different. You could be two black guys or something. But
Could be.
Don't share a secret.
But gentlemen, we kind of have an issue here. What's up with social media stars and acting out? I don't understand. It's YouTube and Twitch, man. They just have people who are acting out. Unlike YouTube, Twitch doesn't punish the entire community for one person's decisions to horribly videotape suicide forest. They just punish that one person. They ban them for 24 hours or more, depending on the severity of their offense. YouTube, we're just gonna take the small YouTube community down. They are dedicated to bringing the small community down because they do not care. But it seems like this is becoming, once, when it happens once with a big YouTuber, big Twitch person, it's not that. It's a big deal for that one person, but we don't look at the entire community and say, the whole community is bad. But it's becoming more and more prevalent in both communities on YouTube and Twitch. And just to shout out to Gabriel Holler from Brazil. What up? So what do you guys think? What's going on here?
I feel like YouTube has become more of a platform for people not in gaming, whereas Twitch is more of a gaming platform. And now there are exceptions to that rule. There's always going to be, but for the most part, you see these guys, they got their start in gaming, but have made a name for themselves with vlogs and stuff like that. And it's such a different culture between the two, between YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is generally more of a gaming community, and YouTube is more of just a general content creation platform. So I feel like the areas they're more open for dumb stuff to happen in general, like what happened with what's his face?
Dr. Disrespect?
No.
Logan Paul?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Like there's more of an area for that kind of stuff to happen in YouTube, whereas Twitch is basically more of a live streaming service. Well, it is a live streaming service. YouTube's more of a content creation, making videos and posting videos. It's not really. It still hasn't. They've tried to move that way to make it more friendly for streamers, but it's still mainly just for video uploads. So I feel like that's the big difference in the two, and why the YouTube community gets punished more than what Twitch does, because Twitch is more live streaming, so you can punish that individual person without having to punish the community for it. Whereas with YouTube, it's, oh, okay, well, we saw this guy post this video and it got this many, you know, views and likes, so we're going to post something similar. You don't really have that as much. I mean, you have your whole little like sub clicks on Twitch where it's like, oh, if I do this or do that on stream, then, you know, more people will watch my stuff. But at the same time, it's all live stuff. Nobody's going back and watching. You know, you post a video on YouTube and you can get 1 million views over the course of a year. Whereas on Twitch, it's all about what you're doing right now and who's watching you right now, more than, you know, what happens over the lifespan of the video. So I feel like that's where YouTube, like I said, the YouTube community gets punished more than Twitch does, because YouTube's like a yearbook, Twitch is like living day to day.
Joe, what do you think?
Why there's a divide between the two communities, or why they're punished? I think Twitch values its content creators more than YouTube does. I mean, yeah, YouTube has big people like Logan Paul and PewDiePie, well, they'll like adjust their channels or take them off the premium, but those people are also bringing in money from other ways. It's not just YouTube. They have their sponsors and whatever else they have. Twitch, I think there's a lot of competition right now in the streaming world. So Twitch is one of the main ones, and so you have like Mixer as well as YouTube Gaming. And the thing about the bigger personalities on Twitch is they can bring that personality to any platform. Whereas like it can be more difficult for a YouTuber to move to Mixer, because you have to convince people to follow you over, while Twitch, you can kind of move them wherever you want to move because they will follow you because they want to see you every day.
Right.
So they're a bit more lenient on those people. And I also don't think Twitch, so they're afraid those people are going to leave. So when they come to punishing people, they do it very unfairly. And granted, I just learned this recently. I thought really honestly Twitch only took like 30% of your sub button profits. It's a 50-50 split. It can be a 30-20, not a 30-20, but like
Shit.
20 a 30-70. What am I trying to think?
Yeah, 30-70.
Like a 70-30,
60-40.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but they can go by like 5% more. So them banning their larger streamers for acting out cost them a ton of money. So really, just thinking that when you sub to someone, they're only getting like 250 of the profits. But Twitch also has like their other ways they can make money with their sponsors and whatnot. And Twitch just doesn't know how to enforce its policy or how much it should enforce. Like if you go into the Twitch IRL section, it's just people sitting there with their shirts off. Like that's all it is. Or
yeah, it's very
like streamers.
Like we saw like one where it's the dude was heftier guys just with their shirts off, just lying there, and they have 480 views, and it's like
New Year's Eve is a prime example of that.
Like what the heck? But I mean, to be Twitch, you're gonna have people that are gonna find new streamers because they, you know, the person gets banned or whatever. You know, you can find a new streamer, and that's what happens. Everyone doesn't just go to, you know, you lose going from Twitch. If it was a big, for some reason, you know, I've seen this happen with a League of Legends person who got banned for I think over 2 years. He went to Hitbox, and you know, Hitbox is a joke. So then he finally decided to go to YouTube, which he probably should in the first place. And he didn't even bring in half of what he was at Twitch. Like money wise, he was definitely bringing in probably less than half, and follower wise, he was definitely bringing in less than half. I mean, and these people aren't smart, I would have to say, for doing a lot of stuff they do. They do a lot of stupid stuff, and I feel like they kind of need to be babysat on what to do, what to tweet out or whatever. I feel like a lot of these big YouTubers aren't, or big streamers in general, are not protecting themselves by having someone there probably to, you know, essentially a PR someone or a manager that tells them like, hey, you probably shouldn't tweet this out, or you probably shouldn't create this YouTube video because like dude, you're going to get banned. And I don't believe that bull crap from YouTube saying they punished Logan Paul because when he came out with his darn comeback video or whatever, I got a notification from YouTube as recommended. So I don't want to hear that crap from YouTube that they like took him off the recommended or whatever because it was trending or whatever. So YouTube,
it was trending like number 12 or something.
Right. So YouTube is full of crap. I want them to know that. I hope they're watching it. I hope they demonetize this video because I called them out on their bull crap. Like it was that's bull crap. You say you're going to punish the person who did all this crap and they're not even really punished. They're not even really punished. So you know, that's absolutely ridiculous. Just, you know, focusing on the standards. If you're going to have a standard, you have to follow the standard. Plain and simple. You know, if you're going to say you're going to do something, then actually follow up and do it. And YouTube didn't. YouTube dropped the ball. And this recommendation shows up on my, I watched one video for the sake of, I think we did an episode earlier, and that was it. And for some reason, it's showing up on my recommended.
Non-stop. And, yeah, if you watch, I think they're like clickbait ads, man. You click on one of those people's channels, and they just show up all of a sudden all the time. You're like, oh, let me just, what's all the hubbub about this dude? And you click on it, and suddenly your whole page is like, watch Logan Paul. And you're like, dude, I wasn't even interested in this dude. And it takes you weeks. You're like, not interested, not interested, not interested, and it still shows up. Dude, it's a joke. They try to force those people down your throat.
Right. YouTube is a joke. And, you know, with the way streaming is now, you know, I used to recommend, you know, start with YouTube, build a small community, then transition to Twitch. But, you know, if YouTube keeps this crap up, then you should just start off at Twitch. Start off way at the bottom and just claw. You have to literally claw your way up, network with people, and, you know, push them down so you can elevate yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Don't step on the other people. Help each other out.
Networking doesn't work, man.
It depends on how you do it, Joe. You gotta do it right.
People they get so concerned about their own channels when you network. They're like, oh, you follow me? You're like, hey, bro. Oh, you're a viewer on my channel. You're like, you're a cool dude, but we're not best friends. Not like in that's a whole sense, but it's like you try and network with someone and it never. I think of it as like everything's very competitive, and
it is. It's all about numbers.
Your competition, and so they'll be your friend for as long as you benefit them. That's how a lot of things are, and it's because I've talked to a bunch of different, not a bunch, but different streamers here and there, and people are just so concerned about their own growth that they'll just push someone to the side almost immediately. I mean, you can see it's like every streamer now. Like, oh, you're no longer relevant to me. I need to go talk to someone else, someone more important.
Well, I've got a guy that I follow on Twitch that I actually sub to, and I've been talking with him. We've been doing some stuff together, and he actually set his channel to auto-host my channel if he's not on live playing. So,
see, Joe, that's how you network.
I think it depends on who you network with. You don't want to network with Dr Dissrespects of Twitch because, like you said, they're only going to keep you around as long as it benefits them. But if you network with some of these other smaller streamers, you know, they may have, you know, 15 viewers, average concurrent viewers, you know, and then you network with, you know, somebody else that they network with, and they have 15 average concurrent viewers. So now all of a sudden you went from 3 concurrent viewers on average to 10 because 5 from one channel and 4 from another channel started watching your channel because they auto-host you, and that's how you build up.
Just don't be upset when they leave you.
I mean, that's it. Just don't take it personally, you know. And that's the thing. To me, collaborating with streamers is that you actually play games together. Not just, hey, just watch my stuff and I'll watch your stuff, buddy. No, it's like play a common game. Like
that guy that I play with, Master Gamer is his name on Twitch, and me and him on Sundays now are playing 7 Days to Die together on PS4. So
see, there you go. See, this is how Dismount actually networks with people, Joe. He plays with them, not just. But it's tough trying to like pick and choose. You do have to me, pick and choose who you want to collaborate with. You know, if you don't know if you want to collaborate with a certain person, watch your stream, get a feel for their personality. You know, would you actually enjoy playing the game with them? And I mean, the point of the matter is you actually have to enjoy playing with them, and you know, figure out You know, do I want to play with this guy? You know, can we stream together? Is he gonna be a dick? Is he just is he just fake? You know, is he one of those type of people? You know, figure that out before you actually contact them. And you know, if they're actually real cool, you know, then play with them. And you know, and just let them know, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to play with you on every stream, but, you know, we can play together once in a while. Or, you know, because there are people out there who will spam the heck out of you, especially in multiplayer games. You're like, yeah, I mean, a PSN, are we playing together? Are we playing together today? Is it today, tomorrow, yesterday, 5 hours from now? You know, you will have those types of people, and you just have to block them. you just have to, because it will get extremely insane real quick, because a lot of gamers are kind of, I would say the majority of gamers are introverted. I mean, you can even get viewers that are like that. Not even like players, but oh my gosh, when I used to stream on Twitch, I had this one person who just absolutely, I think, just single-handedly, not on purpose, I don't think she meant to do it, but she would just, I had to ban her, because every game I played, she was talking about this freaking, I don't even know what it was. It was some anime, whatever. And I just had a banner. I had enough of that. I was trying to be nice too. I was like, hey, can you talk about something else or whatever? And every time, even if I played a different game that she didn't like, she would just say some stupid ass remark and leave. And I said, forget it. I'm gonna ban you. You gotta drop the ban hammer.
Goodbye.
You are gone. You lose. Good day, sir. But don't be afraid to ban people, especially if they're not creating a just to talk about viewers. If they're not creating a good environment for other viewers to enjoy, you know, you don't necessarily have to be interactive with other viewers. You know, sometimes I don't want to be interactive with other viewers, but you know, if they're fighting with other viewers or whatever, and you know, time them out, especially if it's some silly stuff. You know, time them out. Don't ban them at first. Give them a little talk. Give them a little pep talk. Give them the dad talk. You know, sit them down. You know, sit them on your lap and tell them what they did wrong and what they could do better next time, and then go on. Just give them the dad talk. But
leave.
But with streamers, you know, a lot of these people are just doing dumb stuff to get noticed, and it's so fake, and it's very annoying that that's what the streaming culture has been devolved to, is doing stupid stuff on camera and just
it's just that it works, and that's the problem with a lot.
It shouldn't work, like,
because everyone takes notice and they start spamming this person, and they get that small little community or player base, that community around them, which boosts the channel up. And that's why people do like the ignorant things that they do. I mean, there's no like rhyme or reason about it. They just go, hey, I'm the most annoying person on Twitch. I twerk my ass and I fucking do things. And people are like, oh my god, look what this person's doing. And they promote it. And then they're like, oh, don't go to this person's channel even though I'm promoting this person. And that's what they want. I mean, that's half those stream girls who just, god, man, what is a bunch of them now? They just like create a YouTube channel and link their Patreon to where you can get their 18+ photos for $100.
Yeah, something like that.
What is this? What is this weird social media culture where you have to do weird stuff like that?
I don't get it. Now, we don't say that all Twitch girls do that. We just say at least 99%. The 1% that don't do it are like at the bottom because they refuse to do it. No, I'm just kidding. Not every Twitch girl does it, but there's a alarming amount of them that do it, and on YouTube too. And
YouTube seemed to have cracked down on a lot of it because a lot of them seem to have left YouTube.
I'm sure they left YouTube to go to Twitch or Mixer, but it's like,
oh, Mixer won't put up with it.
That's because I don't even know what to make of Mixer. At first, I thought it was going to be something new, something great, and then it just really didn't. I don't know. It just it'll always be third place. It'll still be third place even in comparison to YouTube, unless they did something outrageous. And you kind of see some streaming services trying to start up and have their own, like, be like Twitch. You know, Facebook is one. People can stream on Facebook and play games on Facebook. Facebook's working on actually trying to, you know, make that a thing where you can stream games on Facebook. And
Facebook should take it seriously because that's what they already have, that foundation. And if they take it seriously,
they will outpace YouTube.
Yeah,
it's simple.
And Twitch.
And we'll go to Facebook.
but I doubt they will. They're gonna mess it up. They always do. It'll be like 3 years from now before it's even viable.
It will definitely be some time, and it's sad because a lot of these companies are based solely on software, and they can't seem to actually create a decent features. Like if YouTube actually wanted to take their streaming service seriously, they'll allow you to host other live streams or something like that. And
YouTube doesn't know what it's doing. It's promoting gaming, not even gaming videos on it.
No, like you could go to
like,
YouTube Gaming.
You gotta watch videos.
Right. You can go, and it's funny that they have their own like kind of URL, gaming.youtube.com. And the first thing you see is your recommended, you got your spotlight, and then you got trending at the bottom. Now, why is trending, first of all, at the bottom? And second of all, that trending is not even a real trending. It's trending on stuff that I probably would have already watched or will watch or something along those lines. Like it doesn't make sense. And then with live,
it's not even streamers for me. It's just videos. I don't even care. I don't go to gaming YouTube to watch gaming videos. I go to YouTube. I don't know. They need to sort it out. It doesn't need to be a hybrid platform, and that's where I think they're going wrong with it. Because
they should just separate it out.
It posts the popular streamers. It doesn't even post anyone you're subscribed to. So don't even worry about subscribing to anyone, because you're just going to be watching Noah J and Ali A on the front page all day.
Then, oh, here he is, Noah J.
Yep.
Third thing up here.
Left, and it's going to be like, oh, watch this video with 400,000 views. And you're like, bro, I don't. And it's just such a messed up UI too to find game. Oh, it doesn't.
Broken. Their UI, it doesn't make sense. But you know, I don't even know. I have to rethink strategies of how you even get noticed on YouTube anymore. You know, how do you even get noticed live streaming?
Show your boobs.
That's just going to get me demonetized. But it won't get me banned. But
create a Patreon.
But you'll get banned for 24 hours, but your video that you posted will be so popular that when you do come back, everybody will be going to your page to see what's going on next.
Or do the Tide.
Or they shut down your channel now, because remember, since you're a small YouTuber, you get punished for big YouTuber problems. So you try to mimic a big YouTuber, but you're actually going to get your channel shut down instead of actually just ending up on trending the next day that you're unbanned. So it's just the streaming community to me has devolved to, you gotta do stupid stuff, and it seems like you can only play. It seems like you only play one game on YouTube. If you only play, and everything is kind of stupid. I feel like I pick my region, but I also get other people from different regions. But you got, why do I have to only play one game, people? What if I want to be that variety gamer? And I feel like YouTube. Maybe not just YouTube, maybe it's Twitch as well, that, you know, I feel like I can play whatever game I want, but it's going to cost me in a big time.
That's viewers and entertainment, man. People only want to watch one game, man. Like, even on Dark, like, it's Twitch. I mean, there's people who make it very successful as variety streamers, but you can tell when they play an unpopular game, their view, like, all the Paragon streamers are just suffering right now. Since the closure of Paragon, they've all switched from it. They've lost about 70% of their viewers, which makes zero sense,
right?
Like, in like the whole grand scheme of things, like where do those people go? Are they just watching Smite streamers now? I mean, granted, like they didn't pick the best games to go to. I think some of them went to like Warframe and Fortnite. Fortnite, there's way better streamers than them, so it's already hyper competitive. So I guess it all just depends on what you play too. If you're watching it, like, say you watch someone who plays first-person shooters, you're not going to watch them play World of Warcraft. Like, that's a huge jump. Even for, like, me, I've watched a lot of League of Legends stuff. I'm not going to go watch CSGO. I don't understand it. It's too quick for me. I don't really understand CSGO. So
CSGO is just
it's all personalities.
It's just an old, outdated game that, you know, you can't aim down sights unless you have a gun as a scope. But I mean, it's fun when you play it for a little bit, you know, when you're playing with friends and just playing casual and just shooting each other, having a good time, trying to get the most kills. You know, it's a fun time.
What about you, Dismount, as a small streamer?
I mean, the thing is when you look at stuff like that, it's when somebody starts watching a gamer, they're usually they find them by typing in a game in the search. So if I'm looking for videos for 7 Days to Die, I'm gonna find somebody that plays 7 Days to Die, and if they're not playing 7 Days to Die, I'm not gonna watch that video because, well, I found their channel because I was searching for 7 Days to Die videos. So I feel like that's what kind of hurts the community, but at the same time, like the Master Gamer, I found him from YouTube watching Minecraft videos, and I just really enjoyed his personality, so that's why I kept watching him. And now he's mainly a Twitch streamer. So I feel like people will come to your channel based on a game that you're playing. They'll stick around because of your personality and how you are on stream and videos. So I feel like that's kind of why the YouTube like trend is, you know, to play one game, because people are coming to your channel because they searched for that one game and they found your channel because of that one game. So you want to keep doing it, so you keep them around to keep watching it. I feel like that's different on Twitch because Twitch has more. I mean, yeah, people are going to still like search for games and stuff, but again, it's your personality that keeps them watching no matter what game you're playing versus, you know, what game you're playing. So
You're right, Dismount. But it's, I feel like the issue is that people are not watching for that person. Like, I feel like they should be. Yes, you should have some type of connection with the game as well that you watch. You don't want to just watch. If someone's playing Hello Kitty Adventure 5, I'm not going to watch it because I don't care about Hello Kitty Adventure 5. I'm watching the person that's streaming Dark Souls with some crazy build, or Final Fantasy because nostalgia, or whatever. I'm going to watch those because that's the games I play. So, you're going to watch people who play the games that you play. You're not going to watch people that play the games that you don't play. For example,
That's why I agree. Like, even, you're people, yeah, there's people there for the personality, but I mean, you watch 90% of the people, and yeah, those people blow up because they have like amazing personalities, but there's also that community who is there just for the game. Whether, like, I put a lot of streamers on mute. Like, I just want to see the way they're playing the game or going through a part of a game, and not listen to them talk or try and make corny jokes. Right. I'm there to watch gameplay. Like with Paragon, I'm not there to watch you cuss at someone or do something, or watch you play Gwent and explain everything. I'm there to see the card game and see what tactics you're using. And so that's but I'm like, I could be an outlier. Like, I'm not there. I don't watch a lot of streamers for their personality because it's generally like the same for me. It doesn't really do anything for me. It's some dude on camera just like, cracking jokes and just like trying to have a good time, which is cool, which is understandable. But if he's sucking at the game, or he's not like playing the game the way I would play it, or just doing weird things, I'd probably leave his channel. I do leave their channels a lot. Like, especially Dark Souls streamers, I'm not there to like watch some low level person play Dark Souls. Maybe like if it's their first playthrough, I'm like, hey, go this way, do that thing.
Right.
But then if it's like a mid-tier person, then at that point I'm watching them for no death runs, not like watching a bronze or silver player play Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, you better have an amazing personality, because I'm just gonna watch you die the whole time, which isn't as much fun for the viewer as it is for you, I guess. So that's how I guess I'm an outlier on the whole watching for personality compared to watching for gameplay. I watch for gameplay.
Nah, yeah, I agree to an extent. I watch for gameplay and also for personality. If you're doing like a crazy build on Dark Souls, say you're doing Deprived, say you're running a no armor giant sword, ultra great sword build, or maybe you're running a no armor dagger build, but you're just sitting there and all you hear is clicking. But I'm gonna click off you because, first of all, you're very boring, and I like to actually have you talk or something. And I'll even be messaging, like, even looking at some small streamers, I'll even be messaging because they look, the stream looks interesting, and they're not saying anything, so I just leave. And I'm sure like an hour later they try to say hi or something, and then I'm like, all right, left, bro.
Well, that's a huge disconnect, though. Is I don't think a lot of viewers understand is they send a message and they hang out for 15 seconds. I'm guilty of doing it. 15 seconds after they send the message, and you're like, you got to understand, there's Twitch and Mixer is instant. So if you send a message on Mixer, and that person doesn't acknowledge it right away, then obviously they aren't reading their message. But like on Twitch, there's a good 10-15 second delay before they actually get that message, or 5 or 10. It really depends.
No, Joe, I
Sometimes.
like wait like 5-10 minutes and they don't respond back at all. So
Oh,
they're
those
not
people.
they're not looking at their chat at all. So they're probably not even expecting anyone to watch their stuff. You know, I try to talk like there's people there. You know, it can get very boring. But once there's people in there, and you gotta get the party going. You gotta spark things up. You know, you gotta keep the juices flowing. And a lot of people don't know how to keep the juices flowing, and that's okay. You know, you're new. You're a new streamer. That's why you're called a new streamer and a small streamer. You're small for a reason. You know, it's a grind. Streaming is a grind. Sometimes I feel like you just need to do something special for your stream, not just play a game and that's it. I feel like you need to do like for Dark Souls, I'm gonna do a only sorcerer run for Dark Souls, and that's it. Or I do a deprived no armor run for Dark Souls, and that's it. Or I do like for Super Mario, I do like a no cappy run or whatever, which would be impossible because there's aspects of the game that requires you to use cappy. But something like that. So do something fun, something that's like part of a game. Like I could probably live stream Binding of Isaac and do like a no reset run. So no matter what, I don't reset. Or I could do like I don't even know, but a no reset run would be very interesting. But Binding of Isaac requires a lot of luck. But or I could do like Five Nights at Freddy's no reset on jump scare run, where every time I get jump scared, I don't start at that night. I gotta start the entire game over. So
I don't know if that game's scary or not.
It's not scary. It's just annoying because it's just very loud. That's why it's called a jump scare, because you're only scared because you jumped. Because something suddenly got in your face. Or Hello Neighbor, which was supposed to be a really good game, but I guess it turned out not to be that great of a game. A blindfold run. I don't even know how you would do a blindfold run, but it's be different. I think that's the problem. Everyone's being different in the wrong way. They're trying to be more, I don't even know, stupid. They're trying to be more stupid. They ain't trying to be eccentric, Joe. They're just trying to be dumb. And, because they see that people like it, so they think they have to be dumb too. They think they have to like sit on their chair. I saw one streamer, like he's a Yasuo main. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's pretty obvious what the name of his Twitch stream is. And I see like these highlights. Like I watch League of Legends highlights of streamers because as a collective, I would not sit down and watch probably more than half these streamers, but. He's doing stupid stuff and saying stupid stuff. Like he's like sitting up on his chair with his hands and falling over, or he was trying to do like karate moves or some stupid like that. And it's like, at least it's different and not really doing, I guess, saying like racist remarks or anything along those lines. But holy crap, guys, it's a struggle. I feel like you're that kid on that bus where everyone's acting out, but you're the only one that's just trying to get through the darn day.
Yeah, and that's what makes that doesn't work. You need to be the kid acting out.
Unfortunately.
On social media.
Unfortunately, so mommy and daddy notices me.
Yeah, but that's cool. I guess there's a bunch of big streamers saying a bunch of racist things according to the community. And whatnot, so I don't know.
It's not even racist. It's just racist and insensitive. Collectively racist and collectively insensitive things. So we'll probably see maybe a response from Twitch, maybe not. Probably won't. They'll definitely get a slap on the wrist. A little tap, but you just can't.
Like months ago.
Yeah, I mean, just give tips. You just can't go in your stream and start saying a bunch of random Mandarin things that may seem like it's Mandarin, but you're just sounding like you're just looking like an ass, honestly. But final thoughts, gentlemen. What are your final thoughts on the streaming community?
go Twitch, down with YouTube.
Final words, go Twitch, down with YouTube. We are now transitioning to Twitch only. This stream will be on my stream. All other streams will be on Jozu commentaries.
Well, man, my thoughts, they're the final ones. I don't even know, dude. Just don't act. I mean, if you want to act out and get a reputation, by all means, do it. Make your money quick. Make your money while you're young. But like I tell a lot of people, there's no fresh start. So when you're moving into an apartment and they find you on YouTube breaking things in your room, you ain't getting that place. Like, sorry, man. Things affect you, like, long term. It may not seem like it, like, now, even young or old or whatever, but you're not, like, in the limelight forever and you do silly things. It will catch up with you. It always does. Catches up with everyone. It just takes time. Be smart. Respect people. Respect yourself. And if you want to sell your nudes, I mean, I won't buy them, but I'll find the leaked versions.
I won't buy them, but I know a guy.
I would not do that. Wink.
Send them all to dismount19k@gmail.com. No.
Like, when did Patreon become like a peddler of smut, man?
Apparently, just recently, Joe. Why do you know this thing, Joe? Do you just go on Patreon and look up?
No, dude. Like,
I'm telling Lindsay.
You know, honestly, one last thing Twitch needs to do is they need to implement an 18+ stream. Like,
you can do that. You can set it to where it's mature audience only.
I think those bigger streamers who are streaming games that are 17 and over, they should be forced to be 18+. And I know it will hurt their viewers and their subs, but if you're playing a game that's for anyone over the age that's mature rated, you should not be allowed to stream under 18. And I know that's restricting a lot of people and it sounds like harsh or whatever, but like, it's the truth, man. Like,
this is Dad Joe talking. Like, look, let's have this pep talk.
No, I mean, it's the truth. Like, you'll get banned off a Mixer for doing stuff like that. Like if you're cussing a lot in your stream and like not marking an 18+ or teen, they'll ban you. Like, they don't mess around, and that's one thing about Mixers. They take all their rules very seriously compared to Twitch, which takes it very lightly, because Twitch knows it's in the lead, and if it starts pushing its big content creators away, yeah, it will break up the platform a lot. But it's pathetic how they enforce things. Like, it's like they care so much about their creators, more about their creators making money than they do about anything else. So they'll quickly ban a small streamer who's not pulling in any revenue. But
that's why YouTube punishes all the small streamers, so they stay small. Or at least when they grow up, they they have to follow these certain guidelines, at least. But my final thoughts, let's have this dad talk. I know you're big, I know you're small, you're just starting out, buddy. But look, there's a lot of scary things in this world, and the most scariest thing is twerking on live stream. Okay, you don't want to do that. All right, I don't care how drunk you get. All right, don't get drunk on live stream. Don't flash your hoo-ha on live stream. Don't take your shirt off on live stream, because no one wants to see your saggy man chest. All right. So just keep your clothes on, all right? Don't drink, all right? Don't say racist crap. You think about a racist thought. A racist thought comes in your head. If a racist thought comes in your head, just don't say it. Don't be like PewDiePie. Say a racist remark and then say you're sorry. I put that in quotes, and then a week later you almost say another racist remark. Okay, so don't do it. Remember, kids, use your brain. That's why you have one, to use it. It ain't there just to balance your head and the rest of your body. It's there for a reason. So think of something different to do on your stream that's not just flashing or doing weird stuff. Actually think of creative content that you could be doing live that people will watch. I know YouTube gaming sucks, but it may not get better. But it's okay. Build a small audience here. Transition to Twitch. If you're already on Twitch and for some reason you're watching this live on YouTube, do not transition to YouTube. All right? Unless you're just planning on making videos. If you're live streaming, do not transition from Twitch to YouTube. I've probably made this mistake and honestly probably should have just stayed on Twitch like I should have. But But I'm here on YouTube now to build my small community. We're going to build up. We're going to grow together. We're going to have family dinners. We're going to get big and strong. We're going to go off to college at Twitch University. And we're actually going to make something of ourselves, because YouTube gaming right now sucks, because we're stuck with like the foster parents. Honestly, that's how YouTube gaming feels. You're the foster parents or the step parents you really don't want to stay at the weekend with. You want to get back to your actual parents, which is Twitch. But you know, that's my dad talk, all right? Don't do stupid crap. Don't say racist stuff. Don't flash your hoo-has. You won't get banned. Network with people. Play games that you want to play. I feel like at this point in the streaming game, there is no point in trying to figure out what game to play, because it does not matter. I repeat, it does not matter what game you play, as long as that game is from this generation. Because don't be playing no games from, don't be playing Pong on Atari unless that's all you play. If you just play Pong, I would watch you. I would try to play. I will find where you live. We're gonna play against each other. But
I haven't watched in a while. It's the World Championship of Tetris. Well, that's not trending on my thing anymore. YouTube. I watch that all the time. This is the most boring thing in the world, but it was.
Just need to put a ticket into YouTube support. But yeah, guys, just don't do stupid stuff. Just enjoy streaming. Enjoy the games you play. And that's my dad talk. You know, that now go out there and apologize to your mom, and go eat dinner. But I believe that's all the time we have here. We talked about the Shadow Colossus, so make sure you put in the comment section what your favorite Colossus was, even though the majority of the stream was about streamers. So also put in your favorite streamer and why that is your favorite streamer, either on Twitch or YouTube. Leave in the comment section down below in the replay. And I was King Shaka, and I want to thank my co-hosts Dismount and Joe, who Joe actually was on time today for some reason. He didn't make his food on stream this time, so
I cooked it early. I was prepared. I cooked it early both days. I thought we were doing this tomorrow or yesterday or whatever.
No, Joe. We always do this Thursday, Joe. I feel like I sometimes do with a clone of Joe who doesn't remember what the original Joe did. So he just guesses.
Just show up. Hey,
just show up like, so we doing this podcast or what? But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification so you get notified when I go live. If YouTube actually tells you when I go live on here on Beyond the Pixel. Probably doesn't, because YouTube doesn't like people who don't have less than 1 million subs. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.